And now we are joined by two-time Suncorp Super Netball Premiership winning coach Simone McKinnis. Simone, it is so loud in here. Firstly, apologies for that. How are the emotions right now, though?
Oh, I feel it's weird. It just feels a bit weird, to be honest. That whole game went so quickly. I'm just super proud, and I'm so happy for the girls because it's just, I just love the way they went about it these last few weeks. It's just, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I love it that they had that game today. Yeah, just.
Simone, I've had the good fortune of playing under you, and your pre-game speeches are some of the best I've ever experienced. Tell me about today's. The last time that you get to deliver one, what was your message to your team before the game?
Yeah. Honestly?
Yes.
Today, I didn't work anything out. I'm like, I haven't prepared. But the reason being, because Mum said, all right, what am I going to, the reason being that it just had to be from the heart and whatever came to me. So it was just about going out there again as we have been. That they had to work hard for it, but that they were the one team that I thought we were the one team that could beat them.
Yeah, I had probably said that during the year. Vixens were the team that were going to have the Fever's number, and it's proven right. I want to ask you about Jo Weston. You turned to Bianca just then and said, how good was Jo? Talk to us about her game.
Oh, Jo was just amazing. Just some of those balls, just seeing it, some of those, I think on the commentary they asked a question about Jo being possessed, and it was like she was possessed. It was the loose balls, it was the work rate, it was just, I thought she was incredible.
What about your MVP today, Kira Austin, though? Outstanding, and has been right throughout the final series, where there was a lot of criticism for her performances last year around the same time. How proud are you?
She was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And she had different opponents throughout the game, and each time just kept bringing it, putting up super shots. She was outstanding, and I think that she's just got better and better as the back end of the season.
Well, on that, we're going to get straight down to Sue Gordon, who's with the MVP for the game.
Good on you, Kath. Thanks so much. Kira, congratulations first and foremost. I want to take you on a bit of a journey. 4 years ago, you made the decision to move down to Melbourne and be with this club, and this is your first premiership. Great decision, obviously, but how you feel? I can see your eyes are welling up. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think I can't, I think I'm lost for words. I knew that I wanted to get a lot out of my netball, and Simone's really backed me in these past 4 years, and it's my third grand final and my first premiership, and I just want to bottle this feeling up. I don't want it to end.
I know, I can see you looking around in the crowd and trying to spot your family. Your performance on court through this entire finals campaign has been impeccable. I think you probably had a bit of a slow start to the season. There's been a lot of question marks about your turnovers, but I tell you what, you turned up when it counted the most. How did you feel on court today as the game was unfolding? Because it was one of the most epic grand finals I've seen in this game.
I can't even remember what happened in the game, so I'll be excited to watch it back knowing that we won. But yeah, I think the start of the season probably a bit rocky for my own performance, but it is credit to the team and the support around me to sort of get myself back on track. And yeah, I was really proud of how I got out of a little rut and started to put some really good performances together. And yeah, I'm just so proud of the girls around me. You really can't win a game like that without your team.
No doubt there was belief for the Vixens coming into this finals campaign, but how much more belief after that win against the Swifts coming into grand final week did this team have?
Oh goodness, I don't think I've had a game that great before. I haven't come back from a 10-goal deficit before, and just the chipping away, and the slow belief that you started to see in everyone's eyes, it was insane. And as exciting as that game was, we had to park it really quickly and move straight on to this one. And yeah, I'm excited to watch all the finals games back now.
Just quickly before I let you go, we've got Simone sitting up with the girls in the commentary. What do you say to Simone?
I don't think enough words can really summarise what she is as a coach. Kate said it so well. She cares for all of us, on the court, off the court, and yeah, she's just believed in me, had this belief in me from the get-go to bring out that fire in me, and just, you play for your team. But I've just played for Simone these past couple of rounds, to see the emotion in her sort of face when she's delivering those speeches to us. I couldn't sing her enough praises.
Well, congratulations, you're a SSN champion, mate. Woohoo! Back to you, Kath.
Well, there's Kira Austin just giving you such a pump up, Simone. Another player who I think deserves a pump up is Rudi Ellis, and the pressure that she did, and even just eliminating the amount of impact Fowler Nemard had and the amount of scoreboard pressure they could put on, they were really struggling to hit the scoreboard.
I know. Rudi's just been, she's been working really hard. She does the extras. She wants to get better. And she's just been growing in confidence each game. We've had a bit of practice against Talls over the last few weeks, but she's just getting confidence. And I thought she was amazing there today. But certainly the pressure out the front, I thought was amazing too.
Yeah, I want to ask about the pressure out the front. Did you have a game plan to really stop the flow that they could get over that transverse line? I watched Kate Moloney and Kate Eddy put extreme pressure over that transverse line, and Fever is a team that loves to get their speed up, loves to get control of the ball and depth in that attack end. And I just felt like the game plan you put on today, the change up between the one-on-one and the box defence, can you talk us through that game plan defensively?
We thought we worked during the week that the importance of taking away that short ball, because that's where their speed comes from. So if we can take away that short ball, that they have to look somewhere else, and they did it really well. They did it super well at different times today, and just their ability to mix it up. I sat there sometimes thinking, wow, just the pressure that they were putting on through the middle, and along with Kip and Zara and Hannah as well.
And what about your captain, someone who's dear to both of us, Kate Moloney, was just incredible. But just the way she steers the ship, you have your piece to say during the breaks, and then she comes in over the top with supporting what you've said, adding her bit. What a combination the two of you have been.
And, you know, I said the other day, I just feel as lucky as anything that Kate was in the team when I started. She's just been an amazing, just to see her grow into that leadership, and how she supports everybody that comes through the club. Yes, she sets the standards and she drives the work rate and everything, but she makes everyone feel special who comes into the club. I mean, last weekend, Tara Watson, who came on, and I said, how was it for you when she went on? She goes, I was so nervous. She said, but Kate turned to me and she said, I've got you. You're going to be all right. And and she goes, and I knew I was going to be okay then. That's what a Kate does. And she loves the club. Absolute loyalty and trust. I feel really fortunate.
Simone, we desperately want to let you get back to your side and celebrate. Before we do that, though, have you got any final words to the netball community, to any Melbourne fans that weren't here tonight? Is there anything you'd like to say in your last game? It's
been amazing to see, just with the Vixens and the growth over the years, to have John Cain Arena sold out with our supporters and fans across the year. I just feel so lucky as a player, but to have been in this role, to be involved with the sport, to be involved with the quality people that we have. I just feel really fortunate, really privileged, and yeah, I'll miss it. I'll miss it.
It's been an incredible 13 years, 212 games at the helm. Congratulations on the fairy tale ending. Congratulations on an incredible career. May you party long and hard. And as Kate Moloney and Jo Weston have both said already, get yourself to the pub. That's where you need to be after that. Congratulations. 2025, one of the biggest Suncorp Super netball seasons ever, from record-breaking attendances to KO and Foxtel week on week. Plenty of people with their eyes on the telly. Headlines that kept us on the edge of our seat. But the good news is it's not over. International's just around the corner. So for that, we welcome in the head coach of the Australian Diamonds, Stacey Marinkovich. Welcome, Stacey. Talk to us about this season and this grand final today. I mean, the best left till last, but it's been a cracker of a year.
It's been huge and spontaneous with some results. It showed that every team had to bring their best to get the results, and that's what Vixens did tonight. Like, wow, oh, wow, that was intense.
What happens now for the Australian Diamonds? They've obviously just finished up now. You don't want them tomorrow. They need to go and have a bit of downtime. When do you get hold of your Diamonds?
Yeah, well, we need to maximise their break, because next year after a grand final, they'll be straight into a Commonwealth game. So they'll have some rest and recovery, particularly the team that we're out there tonight. But the 5th of September, we'll bring the group together and really look at that selection point as to who then represents against South Africa and New Zealand.
What about a couple of diamond shooters out there tonight? You must be pretty impressed in the impact that they were able to have, especially when we know there's so many internationals out here. But two of your squad members, Sophie Garvin and Kira Awesome, were on fire.
Yeah, I think they certainly had a connection, and I think when the game's on the line and there's big moments, I thought we saw our diamonds really stand up. And, you know, Kip and Soph, the way that they connected, the balls on the string to each other, they knew what they wanted to get out of the game, and they certainly delivered.
Let's have a look towards the Constellation Cup. You don't currently hold the trophy. It's one of the only things you don't hold. And I'm sure that you would have been keeping an eye on the New Zealand season, and we've just seen the conclusion of the Suncorp Super Netball. How do you look towards the Constellation Cup, and how do you get that trophy back?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Obviously, we've seen Grace all year, and their competition, there was an upset with Mystics losing their comp with Tactics going in. And I guess for us, we're going to have to really focus on the way we want to play. And I think as much as New Zealand bring their style, I think we've got to go back to having real confidence and strength in how we want to put our game out on the court. So that's all our focus is at this point in time.
And of course, before you face the Silver Ferns, you have South Africa Proteas first. What are you expecting from South Africa?
Yeah, they've got a young group and obviously a changing coach with Norma stepping aside. So I think they're going to be a team that really comes out with like no ceiling. I think they're really going to attack the ball. I think they've got some real youth and athleticism. They're always spontaneous with how they play, and I think, you know, it'll be great to see them out on court.
And we know there's been a lot of, load management injuries throughout the season, especially to a lot of your squad members. What do you do when you go for your selections for the Proteas series and then your Constellation Cup? Are we likely to see two very different teams?
That's a good question, and something we're still working through. When we get them into camp, we'll actually see where they're at. But the girls have got a little bit of time now. We know how stressful an SSN season actually is, but they bounce back pretty quick. So I'd expect that we've got a very competitive training environment, and all of them will be putting their hand up.
Stacey, when you came and sat down at the bench, we all said you must be very happy as the Diamonds head coach with the performances that were put out today. I want to ask about Jo Weston and Kate Moloney. Two incredible performances today. How have you seen them throughout the season? I feel like we didn't know if they could get better, and they have.
Yeah, it's kind of like a wine. It just matures with time. And, Kate, I think the last 2 weeks has shown just how steady she is, her leadership, to go in and work so hard coming off, games with travel and things like that. I think she led really well. And Joey is a workhorse. She doesn't always get the intercepts. She came up with some good ones tonight, but she puts the pressure on, and she's just this, person that yaps at your heels all the time, and you accumulate that over time, and then you get ball.